So, I would like to thank all the friends and families that have traveled from near and far to join us for this day, to bless my best friend Sagar and his beautiful wife Sheena. Sagar and I have been friends since our college days. We have numerous sweet memories together. And I would go as far as and say that me and Sagar are as close as two guys can be without it being... you guys know what I mean, right? What is it that our generation says? That nothing is official until it's Facebook official. Well, true story. Me and Sagar were married on Facebook until he dropped me like a hot bun to be with Sheena. So tonight I want to share with you the Sagar Shah that I know. Don't worry, Sagar. This speech has been approved by the censor board for a family event, so no surprises here. Few things about Sagar that I admire and I've come to know over the years. Something that not a lot of people might know about Sagar, that he writes really well. And he also speaks what he writes. I've had the pleasure of watching him perform spoken word several times during our college years. Numerous speeches that he has given. Among them, there's one that stands out. The one time when he was performing a spoken word where he was facing off someone and they were discussing a very relevant topic for our generation, arranged marriage versus love marriage. I do not remember the full speech, but I do remember how he concluded, and he was defending arranged marriage. He said that I may not have married the one that I loved, but I love the one that I married. Sagar, in this lifetime you can say that not only did I marry, or not only do I love the one that I married, but I also married the one that I loved. So you're very fortunate in that sense. Something else about Sagar, he is by far the most caring, and I'm not saying this just because you invited me to your wedding, I would say that. He's one of the most caring and giving individuals that you will meet in your lifetime. He's very childlike. There's simple things that excite him, there's simple things that get him wound up, but at the end of the day, he's got a true heart. I mean, I wouldn't go on for about 15 more minutes if I told you about all his acts of kindness, but simple things, like I remember when we used to pull all-nighters studying for physics, which was terrible, by the way. He would just share the food that his mom had sent for him, and when I would go visit him in New York, simple things like just waking up at like 1 o'clock when I got in to make me some vadinu shak that he had just learned and he was super excited to share with me. Things like that just speak volumes about the character that this man has. And last but not least, Sagar is someone who is very passionate. He pours his heart into whatever he believes. It was a warm afternoon on a Friday in August of 2008 when I got a phone call from Sagar. And in the first 3 minutes of our conversation, all he could say is, hey man, listen. I haven't told anyone else about this. This is the first phone call that I'm making. And you're not going to believe this. And I'm like, hey man, congratulations. I already know what you're about to say. He had been accepted into dental school at NYU, and that meant the world to him. Since then, I mean it was 2008, 2015, since then I've only heard the same amount of excitement in his voice once. And that was the day Sheena said yes. So he calls me and he's like, hey man, you're one of the first friends that I'm calling. She said yes, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh yes. But Sheena, that day I realized, I hadn't met you, but I realized that here's someone that he cares so much about, he loves so much, and how much you mean to him. We have all heard various definitions of what true love is. But there's one that comes to mind. It's written by a Sufi saint, and pardon me because it is in Hindi, but I would like to recite that. He says that "Jo main janti bichhdat hai saiyan, to घूंघट वहाँ में आग लगा देती. मोरा राज सुहाग तो ही संग है, मैं तो तू ही पे जोबना लुटा बैठी. आजा सैया नैनन में तोहे पलक ढाप मैं लूं, ना मैं देखूं और किन्हें ना तोहे देखन दूं." So Sagar and Sheena, I hope all the joy, the smiles, and the blessings that you guys have tonight, they stay forever, and you guys grow to love each other even more every single day. And all I can say is Tathastu. Thank you.